This is John Gregg with Chimney Check Professionals. This is a video portion of inspection for the family room chimney. This is basically what we can see here is that the chimney is actually not even high enough, and it stops just below the chase, and there's an opening there. So the products of combustion are getting into the chase. We do not have we don't have a spark arrestor termination cap for this one either. That alone might handle the height issue, a correct termination cap. The current decorative shroud does not qualify as a termination cap for this system. Spark arrestors have been required since 1991. Since the 60s. Very specific ones required since 91. And I realize this was installed before 91, but it still doesn't eliminate the requirement for safety and the fact that it should have spark arrestors back then. This looks like some sort of elbow, and it's got a hole in it. I suspect this is an elbow, and that is a hole in the elbow. Temco systems, this is going to be common probably to offset elbow too. You could go up in there. Very dirty system. Now keep in mind the fact that this system's been used with the heat escaping in the attic, and the fact that the house is not caught on fire does not mean we leave it that way. Don't use this fireplace with this chimney in this condition. The heat is escaping into the attic. And I don't always specifically say don't use a fireplace. So that's not boilerplate. On these systems, when it all comes down to it, when it really adds up everything to talk about on both these fireplaces, one may consider a full replacement of both fireplaces. Looks like I passed the offset elbow. I'm going to go up again to try to find it, but it's so dirty, even if there was a hole in there, I probably wouldn't be finding it. And I don't consider finding this to be incredibly important at this point. Looks like that's the offset. So this particular fireplace has the same common condition as the living room, and that is paper has been placed between the black metal facing of the firebox and the actual finished materials. That is, without question, unacceptable condition for the manufacturer of the fireplace. Nothing combustible is supposed to be against the black metal facing that goes around the fireplace. And that black metal facing is behind here. So right between here, we have a paper product, and you can see the wire from it, but we also have the paper there. And you can actually see the paper right there. And then over here, paper's pretty clearly here too. Now, what I can't see is I can't see if it's below. But at this point, I don't really care if it's below. In the recommendations, it would be to correct that condition, and then of course, if it's here, one would correct this as well. We have gas line penetration, which is easy to seal. We just need to seal. We have the damper right up there. We have the required screen. So again, I would emphasize not using this particular fireplace, both because the chimney is not tall enough and the heat is escaping into the attic, and then again, we add the fact that we have paper between the black metal facing and the finished materials. We've got two very good reasons not to use this fireplace, and it doesn't matter that we have not had a fire yet. Good. Let's not have one, and let's not operate this fireplace. Ensure you review my written report for all my findings and recommendations.